What's up, my beautiful fans, my wonderful fans? This is Talk Wrestling here on NoDQ.com and, of course, MySpace, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, wherever else you're watching this show. Thank you all for watching each and every week, each and every day. It seems like we're on all the time now. I love this new format. Today's topic is, of course, something that I've been wanting to talk about for a long time. I get the question all the time. Ever since WrestleMania, it's been coming in. Should Shawn Michaels return? Will he make a grand return? And why didn't he win so many championships on his return between 2002 and 2010? His second run, if you will. Honestly, Shawn Michaels was brought back in 2002 not as the guy. He was not brought back to be a main event player. He was brought back to be a support player. He was brought back to have the dream matches, like with Triple H at SummerSlam, like with Chris Jericho at WrestleMania, like, the big one-off matches. There was never any plans for him to be the World Heavyweight Champion. That just kind of happened. Vince proposed it to him. He's like, sure, why not? It ended up being a huge 8-year run, and where he did everything that he was supposed to do. He supported the players. He backed everybody up. DX came back and had a huge run. He had a great feud with The Undertaker, leading into 2 different WrestleManias. And, should he come back? That's hard. I love Shawn Michaels. I've always liked Shawn Michaels. But the truth of the matter is, if he were to come back, it should be in a non-wrestling role. Could he be this anonymous GM that they're talking about? If the money comes along and he needs it, I say go for it. But I think Shawn Michaels has invested his money wisely, unlike the storyline that they presented with JBL a couple of years back, whatever it was. I think Shawn Michaels is comfortable enough in life where he doesn't need to make a return to wrestling. He's got 2 children now. He's got a great wife. He's happy. He's in a good place. I hear things all the time about him going to TNA to resurrect his career. He has no reason to go to TNA and diminish what happened at WrestleMania like Ric Flair did. He has no reason to go to TNA and prove anything, because Shawn Michaels is undoubtedly one of, if not the greatest of all time. He doesn't need to go and do anything where he's going to, tarnish his legacy like Ric Flair is doing right now. Ric Flair is totally spoiling his legacy, crapping on it, whatever you want to call it, pissing on it. It's ridiculous. Ric Flair should have let WrestleMania 24 be the end of it, and that just should have been it. And Ric Flair, tapping to Jay Lethal and, being the psychotic Ric Flair that we all would like to remember is not happening. He's just being nuts and leading this faction, and it's ridiculous, but whatever. But Shawn Michaels has a legacy that will never be diminished. Shawn Michaels had 2 huge, great runs with WWE. Yes, his first run was laden with, drug problems and, drama and everything like that, but he came back and he redeemed himself in the eyes of the fans, in the eyes of Vince McMahon, in the eyes of the WWE Universe and the WWE office. And for me, if I'm Shawn Michaels, I step away and I'm happy with how my career ended. I'm happy with a great pair of matches with The Undertaker. I'm happy with bringing DX back together and DX winning the tag titles. That was so cool. I'm happy with the way my career ended on a positive note, and I'm happy with the send-off I got on Raw the next night. A simple little speech, a simple hug from Triple H, and a thank you from the fans, and that was the end of it. That was awesome. That was awesome the way they pulled that off, and I think if I'm Shawn Michaels, that should be the end. So, that's my take on Shawn Michaels. Thank you for the questions, everybody, sending them in. And we'll see you next time in high definition on Talk Wrestling.